Is this you, struggling how to trade? Every time you fund an account, you end up blowing it within a few months. You're searching new strategies every single week on YouTube, but none of them seem to work. You realize trading is the hardest thing that you've ever done in your life, and becoming a profitable trader will be even harder. No one seems to be able to give you the sauce when it comes to trading. You continuously look and try researching, but you have no luck. Until you stumble across this video. Big Daddy Mo decides to bless you with his presence and give you the sauce on how to become a profitable trader in 2024. It won't be easy, so let's get straight into it. Number one, you must have realistic expectations in this market. Your expectation in trading should not be to get 100% per month. That's unachievable, even by the top professional traders at banks and institutions. You must have realistic expectations with the trading plan that you have. Something more realistic is 5% per month compared to 100% per month. Now, making 5% per month seems extremely boring, but very doable for a lot of traders out there. But psychologically, a lot of people are starting out with a small amount of capital, and 5% for, let's say, $1,000 is not a lot of money to begin with. Now, making 5% per month compared to 100% is extremely boring, but that's exactly what trading is. Profitable trading is extremely boring. This is not a game for adrenaline boosts and dopamine hits. I mean, if you want that, you can continue throwing money at the market, but I'm pretty sure you're watching this video on how to become profitable, and you don't want that. So to everyone that doesn't want those adrenaline boosts and dopamine hits just to feel something, I know a lot of you are like that, you must realize that profitable trading is boring trading. Every single profitable trader has an extremely boring trading routine. The best traders try to achieve small amounts per month and per year. It is extremely boring, but with the sizing that they use, a 5% gain that may not seem like a lot to you gives you a substantial amount of money. For example, a 5% gain on $1 million is $50,000, but a 5% gain on $1,000, for example, is only $50. These numbers are extremely doable, and a lot of traders are able to achieve this month over month and year over year. The reason why majority don't care about 5% per month is because they're playing with a small amount of money, right? 5% per month for $1,000 is not a lot of money at all. The goal with trading is to have small winners that add up continuously over a long period of time. 5% per month that may not seem like a lot to you, over the year, compounded is 80% per year. Stop setting insane expectations when coming into the market and start setting realistic ones that are attainable. Only then will you be closer to profitability. Now, number two on the list, prioritize risk management. Yeah, I know, sounds super boring. Every single other person has told you this, but this is the most important step throughout this whole video. If you do not prioritize risk management, you will not become a profitable trader. People's turning point in trading is not when they learn a new technical analysis strategy or a new concept. It's when they learn risk management and learn how to implement it. At least it was for me. They realize that everything is actually possible and very attainable. This video isn't a risk management guide, and if I went in depth into that, bro, this video would be way too long. I could talk about that for hours, but I'll just give you that. You should be prioritizing risk management over everything. Prioritize risk management and you will take a large step closer to profitability. If there's one thing that every successful trader focuses on and prioritizes, it's risk management. Number three, risk the same amount per trade. Now, this goes back to risk management, but I believe that this needed to be its own tip by itself. You should be risking the same amount per trade no matter what. The reason majority of traders blow their account is because they go on tilt, and this causes them to over leverage on a position. Once the trading day is over, they realize and think to themselves that if they didn't go on tilt and didn't over leverage on this X position or Y position, that they still have their account and be able to trade the next day. The goal of trading is staying in the game, and if you go on tilt and over leverage on a position, you're increasing the chance to get kicked out of the game. To combat blowing up accounts like this, you should be risking the same amount per trade, no matter what. Whether it's a dollar amount or a percentage amount, your risk should remain consistent and stay the exact same throughout the month or year. Your risk should always be the same and should be defined by your trading strategy and the statistics behind it. Number four, focus on the statistics. Trading is a numbers game. Stop involving emotions to it. You should be trying to find the statistics on every single aspect when it comes to your trading. You should be calculating your average R return per trade, your win rate, which days you should trade, which days you shouldn't trade, right? Everything should be boiled down to statistics. There has to be a reason that is backed by statistics why you do something in trading. Everything should be boiled down into a statistic and should be brought up right in front of you. Remember when Jay-Z said,
"Men lie, women lie, numbers don't."
Hey, he was spitting when he was saying that. I ain't gonna lie. Focus on the numbers. They are what make you profitable. Not emotions, nothing else. Focus on increasing your win rate and your average R per trade. This is how you become profitable. The reason you right now are not profitable and you're watching this video is because the math doesn't support it. If your average R return is 2 to 1 risk to reward per trade, then you only need a 33% win rate to break even. The math never lies. Focus on it. Number 5, journal all of your trades. Journaling is a literal cheat code when it comes to trading. It highlights your flaws, things that you won't be able to see in real time because you're in the moment, but if you journal them and look back at them, they'll become very clear to you. Now, the first trade you journal, you might not notice a difference, but you must realize that with every single journal entry that you write down, you get 1% better. 1% better every single day is almost impossible to notice, but if you look over a long period of time, you'll notice a huge difference. You start to repeat your good habits while fixing your bad habits. Journaling is something that majority of new traders neglect while majority of experienced traders focus on. Now the question is, do you want to stay and have the title as a new trader and not journal at all? Or do you want the title of an experienced trader and do what an experienced trader does on their day-to-day tasks? Number 6, have a plan. The greatest warriors and leaders don't run onto the battlefield without a plan. They all use what they have to their advantage. They realize their weakness and they also realize their strengths and they focus on their strengths. You wouldn't give an archer a sword and tell him to become the best swordsman there is. And you wouldn't give a swordsman a bow and arrow and tell him to be the best archer there is. You would make the archer become the best archer that he can possibly be and the swordsman the best swordsman he can possibly be. Now you might be thinking how this even relates to trading. Let's say you're a scalper and you try to target 10 points on the NASDAQ. That's your take profit. Will you be trying to turn a 10-point scalp into a swing trade that's worth like 300 points? Hell no. You have a plan and you must follow it no matter what. The reason why majority of beginner traders lose is because they don't have a set plan to follow. And a lot of times their plan is kind of ass, I ain't gonna lie. But can you blame them? They're all out here trying to trade candlestick patterns and whatnot, and they don't have the slightest clue that you need a plan to become a profitable trader. All they're thinking about is, yo, if I bought at X, oh, I could have made so much money because it went up. That's literally all they're thinking about. Now compare this to a veteran trader that's been trading for 10 plus years. Does he or does he not have a plan? Of course he does. Come on. All right. And he follows that plan to a T every single day. It might be boring, but he follows it. And that's the most important part. Once you have that plan, you must follow it. It has to be a good plan, of course, right? It can't be like some trash ass plan like, yo, buy the top and sell the bottom. This person has that plan memorized. He can write that hoe down in his sleep if he needs to. And most importantly, aside from just knowing the plan, he acts upon it and follows it. Having a plan is a crucial aspect into becoming a profitable trader. With all these tips, if you properly implement them, you will not just be a step, but miles ahead of everyone else. Going into the new year, while everyone is out here gambling and trying to make a quick buck, you realize what it truly takes to become a profitable trader and you focus on that. It's extremely simple, but far from easy. If you continue these steps and implement them throughout your daily routine, becoming profitable will no longer be a matter of if anymore, but a matter of when.